Okay, tumekurudi.
Hello.
Hello, we are back.
Yes, we are back.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone is here?
We are here.
We are here.
Excellent. So we are going to do our first activity. Everyone can settle. Everyone is here? Everyone is here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so,
sir.
so in 2 minutes, I want you on a piece of paper. I want you to draw something that represents you. Something that best represents you. Please draw something that best represents you as a person. I'm also drawing. So we are drawing something that best represents you as a person. And then you are going to share with the rest of the class. Everyone is going to draw something. Okay. Make sure you write your name on top of it. Make sure you write your name on top of it. Okay. I think we are done with the activity. Now I would like you to show us what you've drawn. Show us on your screen. Just show us what you've drawn, and then you tell us one thing that made you draw that. Anyone can go. Let me see what you've come up with. Hello. Yes. Please tell us what you've come up with. Please unmute. Unmute.
Yeah, this is a picture of a fish.
Lift it, we see. Yes, closer to the screen. So you've drawn a fish, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. What does it mean to you?
Yes.
What does it mean to you?
It means most of the time we need a food that is building our body. So I brought this one. This is something that children needs to build their body.
Wow. Yes. Next one. What have you come up with?
A fruit.
A fruit. Wow. Which fruit is that?
This is an orange.
Yes. What does it mean to you?
What I mean is that I want to bear fruits. I mean, wherever I am, maybe academically, I need to move higher and higher. I want to bear fruits.
Wow.
To grow and grow, that's what I mean here.
Yes, so you want to bear fruits, yeah? Next one.
Yes.
Next one, what have you come up with? David's team, yes?
This resembles the mother of Jesus.
Wow. Yes.
So I just want to be like her. And when maybe Jesus is tomorrow, today, and be among the ones who to see the kingdom.
So you want to be among those, who see the kingdom. Yes. Next one. Thank you. Let's see what you've drawn. Wow. The same thing.
This is me. I just like to draw this because without women, there is no world.
Wow. Without women, there's no one. Yes, thank you.
Next.
Wow. What is that now?
Huyu ni Father Abraham. Sasa nimeona because tulikuwa ni grafted kwake. So nimeona ni vizuri nimkumbuke.
Yes, hebu tuimbie hiyo wimbo Father Abraham.
Father Abraham has many sons.
Has many sons, oh Father Abraham.
I am one of them.
Yes.
And so are you. So
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Father Abraham. Who's next?
No one.
Mr. Fadhili. Mr. Toya.
Mr. Fadhili, you've drawn something?
You'll be soon.
Yeah, so let me show you what I've drawn. This is what I've drawn. Have you seen what I've drawn?
Yes.
Yeah. That is a car, and it's called the car of knowledge. Yeah, I perceive myself as a moving constant. A car is best when moving, and that is what knowledge is about. You're not stagnant; you keep moving. So when you acquire a new skill, when you acquire a new idea, you keep moving. Yeah. So that's why I've drawn the car. Wow. So I'm going to share something on my screen, and that's something I'm sharing on my screen. I want you to share your thoughts about it. So it's just a few questions. Tell me if you can see them. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to post some questions on the screen, and I'll guide you into an activity where you can help me do something on the screen where you are. So I have a set of questions. Those ones. The question number 1 is, do you think a library is an important facility to the school and the community? Question number 2, does your school or community really need a school library? Question number 3, do you think a school library or learning resource center competes with the curriculum? So do you think it's a competition to the curriculum? And then the last question is, a library is a luxury, is not a luxury, but a necessity of life. So the question is yes or no. So from wherever you are, I want you to attempt to answer those questions. Are you able to see how I'm moving my cursor on the screen?
Yeah.
So you can go here and identify and select a stamp you want to use. So tick is yes, cross is no. Are we together? So if I say a library is do you think a library is an important facility? I think yes, true. So I'll tick a yes. But if I think it's not an important facility, I'll say a no. So let's see from your end. And if you want to change, to make change, you pick an eraser and just erase the answers. Yeah. So let's see from your end. Let's see what you've come up with. Do you have cursors on your end? So for me, I think a library is an important facility, but you can answer on your end depending on what you think.
Yeah, click. Click.
Anajibu yeye.
Zile zake.
Zake. Sijui huyu hiyo tiki una tiki hapa.
I am not seeing your
Wow, no stamp.
No, you go to the stamp. Can you see the stamp where it is? Yes, not the draw.
Yeah.
You go to the stamp. Yes, there you go. Yeah. Are you guys learning something?
Is the stand.
Sasa mmeona vile inavyokaa madam.
Hii umetoa wapi sasa?
Hii ndio hapa. Iko.
Where was it?
Annotate. Nitakuregesha paka turudi nyuma tu. Nataka ujue. Nakuja kwa annotate. Alafu then you choose here. Sasa nimegusa stamp. Sasa you can amua hiyo.
Yeah, is that just a quick exercise. I am going to stop sharing the screen now. Yes, I can see Fadhili, I can see Davies, yeah.
Yes, you cannot allow. You still allow. Hello, you clear. Arrest. Why you arrest? No.
So you guys need to be muted. You guys need to be muted. Okay, so I'm going to let's listen, everyone. Let's listen. So the question I'm asking on question number 1, do you think a library is an important facility? When Thomas, what do you think? Do you think a library is an important facility? I can hear, maybe you can give a comment. Please move close to the mic. Yes. We cannot hear you.
Yes, I'm saying.
Yes.
It is important to have it in a school or a community. It's very, very crucial.
Yes. Why do you think it's important?
It is important because being a library It serves as a resource center.
Yes.
Whereby you can get various information. You can learn, you can retrieve, you can get numerous information about anything that you want to learn.
Yes.
Anything that you want to learn, you can get it from the library because it serves as a resource center.
Wow, thank you. And everyone said the library does not compete with the curriculum. Can someone shed some light on that? Question number C. Who would like to shed some? Yes.
Maybe if I come again.
Yes.
I don't think that it is competing.
Yes.
Because it does not make any conflict or any block.
Yes.
And after all, it's just an additional to the curriculum.
Yes.
Because curriculum means learning, information, and knowledge. Therefore, as a library, you get the information, get the knowledge from the resource material which are there. So I don't think that it is a competing. Still, it is just an additional to what the curriculum desire.
Thank you. Mapenzi, what do you think? Mapenzi?
Okay, I just go by Mr. Leo's idea. Just support his idea. That does not.
Please share your thoughts.
It does not compete.
Why?
The curriculum.
Why?
Just because the curriculum deals with most of things concerning, just gives life skills, and it also teaches about the God's word.
Yes.
Of which in the library you can read stories. You can read different stories. You can also acquire definition of words.
Yes.
Which is different from the curriculum.
Okay.
So curriculum and the library are two different things.
So do they compete? Do you think people should not go to the library, but rather spend most of their time doing the curriculum? Or do you think it's adding value to the learners when they go to the library?
Actually, the library adds value to the learners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
And yes. Hello.
No,
please mute if you are talking. So Maggie, is Maggie in the room?
Yes.
Maggie, a library is not a luxury but a necessity of life. I see someone said no. What is your reasoning around that? Is it a luxury or a necessity of life? Please unmute.
A library, it is a necessity of life.
Why do you say so?
Because learners, they learn more in library than when they go out to play.
Yes.
So when they play, they get leisure. But when in library, they can get new skills.
Yes.
They can even improve their languages if they read the storybooks. So to me, it is a necessity.
It is a necessity, yeah? Calvin, Furaha, what do you think?
Furaha is not yet come from lunch.
Yes. The lady seated next to you, the lady seated next to you, her name was? I didn't pick her name. Mapenzi. Yes. What do you think, Mapenzi?
Okay, as for me, a library is a necessity. Just because students get to know or learn new things.
Yes.
Especially when they want to improve on their grammar, their communication skills. Because they get to know new words, the meanings of those words in the library.
Yes.
And in case maybe they're bored, they can read some storybooks. Utilize their time well.
Yes. So I'm going to share also something just on the same, and maybe if you have your notebooks, you can note this down. So just everyone, please mute. Everyone, if you're not using the mic, please mute. Yes, so what I'm going to share is the value or the importance of a school library. So one is that a library is like a source of storybooks, and allow me to share something here so that, can you see my screen? Hello?
Yes, we can see it, sir.
Yes. So you can, if you can see my screen, you can see the first point there is a library is a source of storybooks, and storybooks are language textbooks. So if you want to teach people how to speak English or Kiswahili, the first thing you need to do is give them storybooks to read. Are we together? And storybooks are important source of learning because they teach learners new words. They also help learners improve their grammar. They also help learners develop their language skills. They are also able to speak confidently by virtue of the fact that they have read storybooks. Number two, a library supports schoolwork. Yeah. So the teachers can give assignments in the library where the learners can go to the library to do assignments, maybe in Kiswahili, maybe in English. And by so doing, a library is helping promote literacy because schools or learners or children who read more tend to perform better. So by virtue of the fact that they have access to a library, their literacy skills are going to improve. And when their language skills improve, in addition to their ability to do classwork, they are able to perform better in the academic work. So you'll see students who go to the library often perform better in all subjects, in all the curriculum academic. Number three, a library also promotes reading habits. So in a scenario where schools don't have a library, you realize learners are struggling with reading in English and Kiswahili. So it's very important to have a library to stimulate creativity and nurture creative thinking. So there are certain aspects of the learner that are going to develop when they have access to books in the library. Number one, their creativity is going to improve. Number two, their critical thinking is going to improve. These learners will have very good critical thinking skills. They will also develop their confidence because they know how to speak, because they know how to express themselves. These learners will be very confident. They'll be able to stand up and say their ideas, and people will listen to them. And then curiosity. Curiosity is the idea of asking questions, the idea of finding out. So curiosity of the learners is also going to improve when we have a library working in the institution. And then there's communication. So communication is very important. I am able to communicate with you guys because I've read books, because I know how to speak. So in the absence of a library, even the communication skills of the learners tend to depreciate. And then lastly, collaboration. So a library, we are probably collaborating right now online because you are in a library that has computers that have internet. Yeah. So without a library that has computers and books and internet, we will not be having this communication. I'm in Nairobi, you're in Mombasa or in Malindi. So the fact that we have a library means we can network, we can communicate, we can collaborate. So it's very important to have a library facility in your school. And I call them the 6 C's, the ones I've just mentioned. That is creativity, critical thinking, confidence, curiosity, communication, and collaboration. And then number 5, libraries also have an important role in learning to read. People have to learn to read before they can read to learn. Are we together? Because if we don't know how, if I don't know how to read, then I would not be able to learn. So the fact that I have a library means I'm able to learn how to read. And once I develop my reading skills, then I can read to learn new ideas and new concepts. Number 6, a library promotes reading for fun and entertainment. Reading for fun and entertainment. Normally when we're in a classroom setting, the focus is mainly on passing exams. But when we have a facility like a library, it serves as something that promotes reading for pleasure. So people would create opportunities, people would create time to come to the library just to read. And then number 7, when people read, they gain knowledge of the world. So if I want to learn about France, if I want to learn about United States, if I want to learn about South Africa, I go to the library to gain knowledge about history, to gain knowledge about the world. And then number 9, it promotes culture and history. So the books in the library are written by different authors from different cultures, from different communities, from different identities. So when those books are brought into the library, I can read a book about Ngugi wa Thiong'o. So I learn something about the Kikuyu culture. I can read a book about Grace Ogot, and I learn something about the Luo culture. I can also read a book about a particular community, meaning I can be able to learn about history and culture. And then number 10, a library provides access to information. So people would come to the library to gain access to the internet. People will come to the library to read newspapers, to read encyclopedias, to review the dictionaries. And in so doing, you're seeking and accessing information. And then lastly, but not the least, you are able to develop research and detective skills. You see the way journalists work, they go out to seek information, to do research. And then once they have collected that information, they're able to share. So if we don't have a library, we are not able to nurture research or detective or journalistic skills. So it's very important to have a facility like a library to be able to learn these skills. Lastly, a library helps teachers to teach. So as a teacher, if you have a library in your school, as a teacher, you are able to learn, to access information. You are able to access resources, and you are able to develop your teaching skills. And teachers, you can even do your project work just by coming to the library. So I'm going to share another screen for 1 minute, and I would like you to listen, to watch and listen, and then I'll ask 1 or 2 questions from what we've shared so that we can move forward. But before we do that, do we have any other addition to what I've just shared? You can raise your hand or a question. Anyone? Please raise your hand. You know how to raise your hand to the screen? Pale kwa reactions. As you're thinking about the question you're going to ask, allow me to share the screen. I'm going to play a small video. I want you to listen to the video, watch and listen to the video, and then as you're listening and watching, please write down anything that comes to your mind, anything that you will spark your interest based on the video I am going to share. Then we'll have a 1 or 2 minutes discussion. So I'm sharing the screen now. You tell me when you see it. Can you guys see the screen?
Yes, sir, we are seeing it.
You're seeing the screen? Let me share again. Yeah, so I'm going to play now. Remember to note down anything that comes to your mind, okay?
There is so much coming our way these days. So much information. So many new developments. There is...
Can you guys hear the voice? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to play again.
There is so much coming our way these days. So much information. So many new developments. All asking for so many new skills. We need knowledge. We need jobs. We need time for ourselves and for each other. We need a place to find the resources to learn new skills. To get to know more about what we love. To improve and get ahead. To reach out to loved ones. And to make new friends. These places are already here, in 65,000 locations throughout Europe, welcoming more than 100 million citizens each year. Places that fight unemployment, illiteracy, digital illiteracy, and loneliness. Places near us that connect people and nurture the skilled employees, creative learners, and cohesive communities Europe needs. Places we can't do without. Libraries change lives.
Okay, I'm going to play it again one more time. And this time I want you to note down any idea that comes to your mind, any interest that has, the video is sparking in your mind, and in relation to the importance of a library. Then we'll take 1-2 minutes to share. So I'm going to reshare it again.
There is so much coming our way these days. So much information. So many new developments. All asking for so many new skills. We need knowledge. We need jobs. We need time for ourselves and for each other. We need a place to find the resources to learn new skills. To get to know more about what we love. To improve and get ahead. To reach out to loved ones. And to make new friends. These places are already here, in 65,000 locations throughout Europe, welcoming more than 100 million citizens each year. Places that fight unemployment, illiteracy, digital illiteracy, and loneliness. Places near us that connect people and nurture the skilled employees, creative learners, and cohesive communities Europe needs. Places we can't do without. Libraries change lives.
Okay. So that was the video, Libraries Changing Lives. So what I want us to do is I want us to go in a group of 3 people. Those will be 2 groups. For those who are with Davis. Davis, how many people do you have on your end?
I have 3 people.
Mm-hmm. Yourself?
We are 6.
You are 6. So I want
myself and the 2.
So I want you to split your team into 2 so that you have a group of 3 people each.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yes, and we're going to discuss for 10 minutes.
Okay.
And the discussion here is the discussion. Question number 1 is discuss the learnings from the video. Discuss the learning from the video. Question number 2, imagine a world without libraries. Imagine a world without libraries. I'm going to put those questions on the screen. So imagine a world without libraries and write 2 quotes of how that world would be like. So just imagine how would the world be like without libraries and books, and then prepare some 2 quotes that you think would represent that world. Someone would say a life without libraries is dull and void and empty. That is a quote. Yeah. And then the last question, discuss the qualities that makes an effective library. Discuss the qualities that makes an effective library. Are we together?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So we are going to break for 20 minutes. We answered all those questions in 20 minutes. And this is what we are going to do. I'm going to end the meeting, and then you guys will log in back after 20 minutes, effectively after 20 minutes. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Using the same link. So we log in back after 20 minutes using the same link so that we continue with the discussion. You choose one person to document your findings, and then that person will make a presentation to the rest of the teams. So I'm ending the session now for the discussion to happen. Please group the people, and then let's do the discussion. You have all the questions?
Yeah, we have them, sir.
So discuss the learning from the video, imagine a world without libraries, and each team to make some 2 quotes, then discuss the qualities that make an effective school library. I'm ending the meeting now.
Thank you.
We come back in 20 minutes, please. That will be 428.